What's going on, guys? My name is Diego and this is D-Spot, and as you can see I am right now outside of the Camp Nou where I have been listening to the press conference that has just taken place with Soler and Roberto Fernandez, of course, discussing the much the much talked about and the controversial transfer window. In fact, the much controversial past few years, I should say, of this board of directors. We were hoping to see Bartomeu come out y dar la cara, see if he was going to show his face to answer the questions of the journalists in the room. However, in the end, as it was announced, it was only Soler and Roberto Fernandez who came out and answered the question, answered some of the questions. And as you guys will probably saw on my Twitter feed, if you, in case you haven't, go check it out at This Is D-Spot, at This Is D-Spot, to see some of the quotes, because guys, it was just outrageous. It was a very tense atmosphere inside the room. I wasn't inside myself, in case you guys were wondering. I saw one of the questions pop up asking if I was in the room myself. Juppe Kinungen, are you going to the press conference? The press conference has just finished and I wasn't in the room myself. I'm not a press accredited person. Like I always tell you guys, no soy periodista, I'm not a journalist. I'm merely a Cule with a big heart and commentating, trying to make a living out of this one way or the other. And hopefully one day I'll be sitting in that room. But for now I wasn't. I was listening to the press conference just outside of the stadium. And man, guys, it was pitiful. It was, honestly, it was pitiful. It was exactly what we would have expected of this board in terms of zero autocrítica. So any type of ¿cómo se dice? Autocrítica, no reflection on the things they have done bad whatsoever. Nothing, anything like that of the sort. Basically saying that, you know, that Coutinho was going for 200 million in the end, and that they didn't want to be fiscally or economically irresponsible to make any signings of such matters. Of course, that begged the questions, well, what are we doing spending 140 million or 105, as they say, plus variables for the likes of Dembele? All kinds of excuses came raining down then. Then Roberto Fernandez talked about the fact that Paulinho cost 40 million plus variables, guys. So not just the 40 mil, no, there's also variables attached to the signing of Paulinho. A lot of dodgy stuff, guys. Just more of the same, what we've been used to for, you know, the whole time that this board has been in charge, and it's just, ya es el colmo. Es que es el colmo, tío. Ya, it's the epitome now of everything that has been happening with this board. We're seeing it taking place right in front of our eyes. The answers. The questions were good, and their answers were just dodging bullets, excuses, and again zero autocrítica. I don't know the English word for autocrítica. It's basically, you know, zero reflection on the things that they've done badly. Everything's been done well according to them. Everything is done according to the way that the market is evolving. I'm trying to think of other quotes that were said, but there were so many. The press conference was about an hour long. Again, go check out my Instagram, or I should say my Twitter, which is at This Is D-Spot, where I started to tweet some of the quotes that I was hearing from the press conference, which was absolutely ludicrous. One that comes to mind now, when Roberto Fernandez was asked a straight up question, if this is a team that MESSI is up to Messi's level, his answer was yes, I think that this is a team that is up to his standards. It's a competitive team. It's a team that is able to compete at the highest level. MESSI is going to be happy with it. We are not a weakened squad compared to last year. Anyway, just a lot of the stuff that you were able to expect of somebody the likes of Roberto Fernandez. And sorry guys, give me 1 second. I'm getting mimics from a security guard, but he says I'm good to keep filming. So yeah, let me go ahead and take a couple of your questions. This again, I just wanted to come out here. I was hoping to perhaps catch. I was hoping, actually, the reason why I came down here, I should say, was I was hoping to see a crowd demanding for the resignation of this board, seeing if the whole dimision, seeing if what was happening in Twitter would be reflected outside of the stadium. And unfortunately, there's nobody here but tourists and a few journalists, of course, who are in that who are in that room. Firing away the questions, which again, the press conference is now finished, so everybody is leaving, and man, it was just, I don't know, man, I don't know what to say. You know, it was a pitiful showing of Roberto Fernandez and Soler. And it's just more of the same, guys. More of the same excuses, zero reflection on the things that they could have done better. Everything, according to them, has been perfect. Man, oh man. Again, go check out my Twitter at thisisdspot to see some of the quotes and react on that, guys, because it was an hour-long press conference, like I said, and I just can't remember all the barbaridades, las locuras, all the crazy things that have been said, but I don't know, man. I almost barely didn't sleep last night because I was just twisting and turning and trying to make sense of all this. Really thinking, how could it have gotten to this point? You know, more lies are being said right in front of our eyes. You know, today, right over here, Fernandez claiming that Paulinho has 40 million plus variables. Then when asked the second time, he said, no, just 40 million. Then Soler was asked about Messi's signature. So he avoided the question. He was just saying that is normal standard protocol for players not to sign a contract, and yet make it a whole media circus spectacle, announcing the renewal of his contract, despite the fact that he hadn't signed his contract. Lies, guys. Lies, a whole bunch of BS, and it's can't stand it anymore, man. I'm tired. I'm looking at myself, shaved off my beard, I have a rash. Anyway, let me get to your questions, because this was just a quick improvised D-spot. Like I said, I came out here to see if there was any, you know, I was ready to go up in arms and stand outside of the offices there to start, you know, claiming heads to be rolled. I want to see heads chopped off, guys. We cannot, me as a responsible socio, but also you guys as fans, you've been doing your part, and we cannot accept this anymore. That's for certain. So let's see. Let me take some of your questions in the meantime, as some journalists are walking past. I know who she is. She's from Barça TV. Should I ask her some questions? She's not gonna give me any good answers. Barça TV. Don't expect any truthful answers at this moment of time, because I mean, I understand. Obviously, people like her want to keep her job. Anyway, Steve Joseph saying, is Suarez injured? Suarez, that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that Suarez was going to be out for a month. 2 weeks later, he's playing with Uruguay. And then, you know, like the day on the match, the medical staff here sends a medical report saying that he's healthy. I mean, it's a mess. And in terms of, is he injured? No, he just had cramps in the game. Barak saying, talk about backups. What backups? I mean, presidential backups? I'll talk to you about presidential backups. Luis Bassat, but he's probably not going to present himself. Look him up, guys. Know your history. Luis Bassat, or Lluís Bassat in Catalan. He's, in my opinion, the person who I think should have or would be a competent president. I don't have much faith. I think Benedito is putting in a valiant effort, but I don't have much faith in him as a president. I respect him for what he's doing, but him as a president, I'm not sure if he would be my number one choice. Joan Laporta, of course, a great track record. However, ended very badly, landed on a sour note as well. I'm not sure if he would be my top choice, neither for president. So my pick would be Luis Bassat, but he already presented himself, I think, on two occasions or three occasions, perhaps even, and then he was very adamant the last time he lost out and said that he was not going to present himself again. So unfortunately, that's an option There is, oh my God, there is Soler and Fernandez, I think, are making their way towards me. I'm not even kidding. Yes, they are. There it is right there. Un socio que está indignado por Roberto Fernández. Hostia. Shit, I didn't even realize it is really Fernandez and Soler. Vaya putada tú. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get some reactions on this. They've disappeared into a building where I can get access to. Sorry guys, there was somebody there who, the lonely socio who was plantando la cara to Soler and Fernandez, creeped up behind me. I didn't really think it was them, but it was effectively them. Man, I would have liked to ask them some questions. Just quickly. Sanido. Sanido. Bear with me, guys. Eh? Sí. Bear with me, guys. I'm gonna get to your questions. I want to see if I can get some reactions of angry Cules, or an angry Cule, I should say. It was just one guy. Shit, I hope you guys caught that. Fernandez and Soler were right behind me, getting chastised by one lonely Cule. He's gone. Fuck it. Alright guys, so to your questions. Bear with me a second. I want to see if I can get someone. I want to get that guy. Ya se ha ido. Bear with me, guys. Sorry about this. I should have jumped in there, man. Should have jumped in there myself. Mierda. Opportunity lost. I just got what's going on. What's up, Gets on 305? Yeah, all of a sudden I had the two biggest culprits just standing behind me. Soler and Fernandez caught me off guard. Had me stunned. Now they went to a building to which I don't have access. Fuck. Damn it, that was an opportunity lost. Gotta be ready for these moments. I gotta get used to this. I'm gonna come out here more often and be prepared to jump in their faces. I want that angry Cule as well. I would like to talk to him. Just ask him some questions. Bueno, guys, that's it. All right, let me get to your questions. Everybody's angry Cule. He got escorted out by security. And Soler and Fernandez are in hiding in a building somewhere. Johnny Cardo saying, what up, D? Yupa Kinungen saying, when are they starting to upgrade the Camp Nou? Also a promise that is not being kept, of course. I don't know when. They've got bigger problems right now, I'll tell you that. Okay, now. Johnny Carlos saying Robert should have put all his eggs in one basket. Shouldn't have put all his eggs in one basket. Coutinho, fucking cunt, this guy. Or with with Coutinho. Yeah, I agree. Of course, putting all his eggs in one basket was definitely one of the big mistakes that they made. Roberto is making excuses like Hillary Clinton. Saying Johnny Carlos. I'm gonna stand over here. There's a little bit of shade. Nasif saying, do you think we can still be optimistic? Nasif, right now, I'm anything but optimistic. Let me stand over here. You guys can see a little oscuro. Sheldon, shout out from Trinidad. What's going on, Sheldon? I've been missing you, my man. Haven't been seeing you around. It's good to see you back on the live chat. Gombo saying Paulinho seems to be in form and may not be as bad as we think. He had a good game for his national team a couple days ago, that's for sure. Let's hope he keeps it up. Ishan saying, sign the vote of no confidence and also make sure all your Cules friends will sign it. Ishan, no doubt about it. I actually thought it was yesterday. If you guys missed out, I was here yesterday as well, interviewing my friend from Marca English, Jason Pettygrove, the senior sub-editor, who gets a lot of shit undeservedly, man. He's one of the biggest Cules I've ever met. His entire forearms, both of them, are fully tatted with Barça tats. So trust me when I say that he's a Cule, and he's a great writer as well, a great journalist, great editor that happens to work for Marca, but they're not all bad people at Marca, I assure you. So yeah, the signing of the vote of no confidence starts on Monday. Sorry guys about that little moment of confusion, but for those who are just checking in now, I all of a sudden noticed that behind me was standing Soler and Fernandez. We were getting chased down practically by a large angry Cule, which I was happy to see because I came here to see if there was more Cules like him demanding the dimision of the entire board, in particular those two and Bartomeu, of course. But damn it, caught me off guard. I'm gonna regret this the entire day that I didn't jump in their faces with some questions, because that was a perfect moment and I let it slip through my fingers. When opportunity knocks, you gotta be ready, and that one caught me off guard. Gonna be ready next time, trust me. Gonna be here pretty much every weekend, guys. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And these moments like this are gonna happen a whole lot more, and I'm gonna be ready. Like I said, I'm not a journalist. Don't confuse me with a journalist. I'm just a fan that's trying to make a living out of his passion by doing what, you know, I think is my destiny in life, my journey in life, which is this, broadcasting about my love, my passion for Barça and football and basketball for that matter, and talking to you guys, giving you guys inside scenes of what's going on. Hey, and that was a little bit of it, right? At least I tried to film it. But anyways, back to your questions. Blah 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 blah. Answer this and answer this. So Nasif talking about, do you think we can still be optimistic? Well, look, let me try, okay? We have a worse squad than last year. We still have the same board of directors. We have Semedo, however, Semedo and Dembele. I'm not going to forget Dembele. And so hopefully they can give us something to get excited about. And as my man Sheldon said, you know, maybe Paulinho won't be as bad as we think. That's also a possibility. So, but right now, today, I'm very pessimistic, guys. Like I said, look at me. I haven't slept. I got a freaking rash everywhere, which made me chop my beard off. So I'm not feeling too good right now. In any case, Combo saying, good seeing you, D. Will all the players get game time this season like Denis Suarez? That's up to Valverde. I would hope so. Any questions on the renewal of Andres Iniesta? I don't think so. I listened to it for an hour, and then I wanted to make sure that I was there at the end of the press conference, so I didn't catch all of the press conference. But from what I heard, no questions on Andres Iniesta's renewal. Mark Pilkington saying, hey Diego, does the Serie U-turn fit with the difficult market? Did Roberto continue to say this was technical? I didn't hear any questions on Serie. Again, that might have been asked afterwards. However, when I was there, he didn't answer questions on City. In the past, he did, however, and he said Fernandez said it was tactical and not financial. So that is important to note. He contradicts what City says about it being a Nice financial question. Do you think Benedito's vote will succeed? I have no clue. I have no clue. I hope so. There's a lot of people pissed off. I wish there were more here today. One angry Cule was here live earlier, but I wish there were more. Ty saying, fuck Roberto, fuck Segura, fuck this, fuck that, fuck Bartu. Johnny Carlos saying, hopefully it succeeds. Am I going to the Bernabeu, says Johnny Kinuman. No, I'm not going to go to the Bernabeu. I live in Barcelona, guys. Madrid is still quite far away, and I don't have the budget to pay out of my own pocket to go all the way there. I'll be watching it on the TV, though. Steve saying, when will Barça play their next match? It's against Espanyol in 2 weeks' time, I think it was, or 10 days from now. If Paulinho is worth 40 mil, Coutinho is worth 200. Says Ty again. Johnny saying, I was mad depressed yesterday. I wanted to drink myself to sleep, but alcohol isn't allowed where I live. That's a bummer, man. That's a bummer. That's how I went to sleep. Had some nice wine. Junior saying, did you notice how Roberto tried to avoid the last question about Madrid's investment in cheap, young, promising players when we spent 105 on Dembélé? I didn't catch the last questions. So, but they were dodging all of them. They were just dodging questions. Dodging questions. Very sad. But expected. Junior saying, my man Diego, what's up? Too fast for you saying, what's up, Diego? What's going on, man? Good to see you guys here. Jordi Alba is shit. I don't agree. Paulinho is in for Rakitic. Ty saying, sell Soler and Fernandez. Tell them to fuck off. Swear at them. Okay, now the questions are coming in. Tell them to fuck off, admit you sucked, and resign. Yeah, all things I could have thrown at them for sure. Sheldon from the Caribbean. Next time I'll be ready, guys. Expect more moments like this. I'm going to be ready. Anyway, guys, I'm going to be slowly signing off while I walk my way over to my transport back home. I'm going to take a few more last questions. Paulinho, let me see, better here. Paulinho seems to be informed. I answered that one. Sign of no vote of confidence. I make sure, my friend, we are in poor position financially. I wouldn't really say that. Harry Potter saying, how come a big club like Barça didn't get multiple baskets? Because of bad planning, my friend. You know, it's all down to these two gentlemen who walked down here, Soler and Fernandez, and another gentleman who was too scared de dar la cara today, Bartomeu, because there's just no planning. If this board stays, we are the next Milan, says Ty. I said today to a friend, we'll be the next Arsenal, but yeah. That's what I fear too. And Junior saying, I mentioned before that we need to invest in La Masia, not just money, but intelligent investments. They must sack Segura, who's in charge of La Masia. Very good observation and comment there. I fully agree with it. Jay Hudson saying, do you really think Messi requested to have Di Maria sign? I think so. I think that is what I would do if in a moment of desperation, if I did no planning whatsoever. You know, Roberto Fernandez also said that at the end of one transfer window, they immediately start working towards the next transfer window. I was thinking, really, guys, because you've shown no planning whatsoever. So it's terrible. It's an awful excuse, but but let's say you don't go about planning your business. Then what do you do when you're desperate? You ask the best player in the history of the game, who would he like to play next to? And if he tells you Di Maria, then you get Di Maria. That's what I thought yesterday. That was my train of thought thinking. My train of thought yesterday at around 10 p.m. when I started getting really nervous and very desperate. Do I think Barça can win the Champions League? Right now, no, I don't. I really don't. Even though we made a horrible transfer summer, I'm still optimistic. That's good, Junior, man. At least we have signed people with technical skills and fast skills, like Dembélé and Semedo. That is true. I mean, let's see. Let's hope so, man. Let's keep up this positive vibe. Send me your positive vibes because I need them. Sorry guys, I have to cut this short because I have to be somewhere in 5 minutes and it's about a 15-minute drive, so I gotta cut this short. Let me try to get a few more questions in. Barça boys, do you think the board will resign in the coming days? No, I don't. I don't, Barça boys. Hola Diego, really disgusted with the board's lies and fucking messing around with our club. I am too, guys. Okay, listen. Jupa Kinungen saying, wait in front of the building, and when they come out, tell them to fuck off. You know, the thing is, I wanna say something a lot more intelligent. I wanna ask them direct questions, like the ones that come to my mind when I sit in front of my computer, and I'm gonna be ready next time, guys. I wasn't expecting this, but in case you guys missed it, rewind a little bit. I don't know how many minutes in, but I was not confronted, but up behind me creeped up Soler and Fernandez, who were being followed and chased and chastised by an angry big ass Cule. And me, I was dumbstruck. I was dumbfounded. I wish I had something good to say, but I'll be more prepared next time. Guys, I'm out of here. I got somewhere to go. Hope you guys enjoyed this live broadcast. It's what D-Spot is all about. My name is Diego. This is D-Spot, of course. For those of you new to this channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel and share with your friends to stay up to date on the latest Barça news and Spanish football, for the matter, and the NBA, which I keep saying NBA. I haven't done an NBA video in months, but I'm still going to keep them up because I love the game. I love that game. Ciao, guys. Good to see you, Ty. Good to see you, Johnny Carlos. Barça boys, get some 305. I appreciate the love, and stay tuned for a whole lot more. Peace out. Visca el Barça.